are in a small town in South Carolina, and I'm so excited to share this video with y'all. It's my friend Liz, who is a single mom, had a really rough start in her younger years, and she has created an empire of awesomeness for women and her employees, and this is their new facility they've been in for like 6 months. It's like 40,000 square feet. It's an old mill, and it's awesome. Come on, Liz, let's show me the ropes. All right. This is my friend Liz. She was Russell, now you're Russell Ross. She has the most awesome story, and this is kind of going with my series of empowered women, empower women, and we need to do that more. We are in a 40,000 square foot.
Yes.
And I'm sorry, she's a badass.
We went viral before all the algorithms were in place and stuff, which was very similar to what happened to Nash, I think.
Nash and Hayes.
Maybe not on the magnitude that you guys were going through because it was your entire family, but for me, you know, my life changed overnight. I walked into the warehouse one day, and we still have the store then, and I had so many orders in the queue that I couldn't even feel. You know, there was probably $30,000 within the first night. And then within that whole week, it was probably upwards in like $500,000.
Liz was a single mom, and how old your daughter at the time?
She was 2.
Yeah, I was flying from Florida to LA when Hayes was on Dancing with the Stars, and we walked into this warehouse, and I thought, you know what? This woman, you know, went from divorce. Now, when I say, I don't mean
divorce in a bad way.
In a bad way, single
and
mom.
8th grade education. I was homeless at 14.
You went from freaking
nothing
shit to sugar.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say sugar because it's still relative. It's all relative. It still was hard. It still is hard. Our branding is all about women empowerment. The same thing that you're doing. And I mean, the same exact thing you're doing. We're trying our best to show them the real, like the inside, taking the curtain back and showing them that it's possible for them to be successful, not only financially but inside.
Yes.
You know, and we're working
with
all
your broken stuff.
Exactly, and we're still working on ourselves in front of everybody.
Exactly.
You know, so
that's called being vulnerable, which is, in my eyes, the more vulnerable you are, the stronger you are. That's huge.
I agree.
And you had to be vulnerable to do this.
But when you're vulnerable and you're putting yourself out there, then bad people are going to prey on you. That's just the way nature works.
It is.
I got hacked on Facebook. When we got hacked, they were posting very, very derogatory stuff about women. And we lost so many followers because we have young girls that follow us, because what our message is to help women and to bring them up and lift them up. Women are beautiful.
Oh yeah, it's so amazing though that you pioneered.
I had not one dime to my name. Once you get so desensitized from fighting for just baseline stuff that everybody should have.
Most people take for granted.
Right.
Yep.
So it really opened my eyes, like, you know, I can really make anything happen. You get kicked and thrown down over and over and over, you know. I mean, but you can't stop.
Yep.
You just have to keep on. When I got hacked, for instance, I wanted to stop, and there was probably several days that I did. When things like that happen, I feel like they're your biggest blessing.
Yeah.
I do think God gives you your hardest, you know, trials and stuff like that that become your biggest blessings, because I've seen it and I've felt it and I live it all the time.
But there are times, like you said, I mean, with the circumstances with my kids, and you know, things happen, and I would be like, oh, well, I deserved that they failed, or I deserved my father to die when I was 14, or I deserve. That's not true, because truly what those big knocks gives you your gifts.
Just the underlying guilt that you feel constantly as a mother in general.
That inner voice.
And then you have that same outlook on everything else. You carry that guilt around 24/7.
And if you allow it, that voice, you can do one of two things. That voice can get louder, or you can put that voice where it belongs.
Exactly. When you wake up that next day, you put your feet on the floor, both feet on the floor, and you're like,
help me be the best me I can be today.
One more day.
Yeah.
One more day. You gotta have one more day. One more day.
You've done good with one more day.
One more day.
And one more day. You've done really good.
Yes.
Now, I'm going to ignore my inner self, and I'm going to get some sparkles on.
Yes.
And let's see what Liz is
in some of our
creating.
When I first started, I was a single mom, and I was trying to create something so I didn't have to work in bars, restaurants for the rest of my life. My daughter was 2 years old. I started selling stuff on eBay, which rapidly turned into me sewing and selling stuff on eBay. But whenever the factory shut down in the United States several years ago, once the economy went really bad, I had to go and pick up all this fabric from my factory. So it's still sitting there in the hopes that I can use it again one day. Right now we're having to import because most of the factories in the United States have liquidated their even machines and everything, and most stuff is very digital at this point. It's changed so much in 15 years. I'm talking to some congressmen and stuff like that now to see if I could get some help on bringing manufacturing back to the United States. This one's like $20, okay? So, you know, my price points are very reasonable. I probably start around 19, and then I go up to like $400 or $500 boots. I know that people that don't have a ton of money want to still look good.
Yes,
but then
and you offer that to
yes.
everybody. Southern Fried Chics is fancy Southern.
Yes.
And I mean fancy
It is.
Southern,
Oh,
and
yes.
I love that.
The clothing is very fancy, Southern, country, but our facilities aren't. It's very gritty.
Yeah.
It's not fabulous. It's hard work. You have to be able to take 10 different hats and put them on like several times a day. This boot, we've sold hundreds, probably thousands at this point, but we do not warehouse these. We drop ship these from Corral. So this company, so we've sold thousands of just like this one pair, but you know, we have an account with this company and we sell them so rapidly, we don't even pull them into this warehouse. They ship straight from their warehouse in Texas.
Southern fancy.
Yes, that is a cool boot.
I would get married in that.
Yeah, and we do a lot of bridal.
You're already married.
I'm already married. I'm in.
There you go. You get married again.
Remarried, honey.
Office is here. Social media, customer service, marketing, all that is done here. Everybody's not here today because it is a weekend day, but my right and my left hand, they're here because they don't really go. I don't go anywhere without them.
You gotta have a right and a left hand.
Yes, you do. You do.
So these are some of the items that she has created.
Yes. So right now, this, because we're getting close to Christmas, this is one of, and the hanger's not cute, but this is a prototype. These, we've sold so many of them.
Wow.
And it's just a duster. This is called a duster.
Okay.
So it's just a really fancy, here, go ahead and put it on. So what I'll do is I'll have an idea. So right now, sequins are trending. You don't have to be going out and to some fancy ballroom to have sequins on.
I could rock this too.
Yes. Like, even if it was the colors of like team, a lot of people wear them to games and stuff.
Oh,
yes.
Check this out.
Yes. So I just get an idea in my head. I'm very imaginative too. So I'll design it.
What are these?
Yeah, these are glitter bombs.
They're called glitter bombs.
They are called glitter bombs. So we also try to have fun with it too. Yeah.
Okay, what?
Isn't that crazy? So same
and
thing.
They're so light.
I have like an idea in my head, and these are trending right now. Glitter's trending. So you see similar stuff at mainstream, but what we do is we try to make them a little fancier and a little better, but for the same price. And not everybody can afford to pay $170 for a vest.
Yeah.
And come on, let's be real. So I don't want people to have to splurge to be able to own this cute fashion. Yeah. And it's the same thing. It has all of the stuff to keep you warm if you're going skiing or if it's cold. It's got the little pools and everything.
Oh yeah, to keep it airtight.
Right. So it's really nicely made.
That is her husband. Who will not let us film because he's on our scooter. Okay, look, y'all. This is, and I love.
So this is a 2X.
Okay, so you're up to 3X.
Yes.
Okay.
But this is a 2X wedding dress.
Well, I love that neckline.
It is $48.99. Okay, so this is a dress that someone would probably pay $400 for to get married in.
I mean, a $48 wedding dress.
Yes, and beautiful.
That's amazing.
And
that's money for your honeymoon.
Yes.
What was this massive building?
We're in South Carolina, so cotton mills were, that's how everyone lived here. Around Rock Hill and Fort Mill, there's a ton of mill houses. So a lot of really small housing around big, huge mills. Mm-hmm. People used to almost live in these factories. So they used to make this particular unit here. They made cotton, so they would spin cotton. So they would make it, they'd put it on the big spools, and then they would ship it out.
That is unreal.
Yes.
And now you're rolling your carts
exactly.
100 years later. I am so glad I got to spend time with you.
I miss you so much. Hopefully one day we can slow down.
I'm gonna take her to the farm and let her chill out some. But I really want you guys to look at all the links in below and go to Southern Fried Chics on Instagram.
So there's no K in chicks, it's C-H-I-C-S. It's like chic, but Southerners, we pronounce chick or chic chick. So it's kind of a play on words.
Give it to us Southerners.
Southern Fried Chics, but it's no K on it. It's just C-H-I-C-S.
And you guys, thanks so much for watching, and make sure you empower someone today. Be a do-gooder, be strong, and believe. Make sure you go and like and subscribe too. Love. Peace out. See ya next time. Like I said, I came in 2015. Lola just hit the freaking camera, excuse me. So we're gonna go like that for a few minutes.
Our dogs are having
Our dogs are running around 40,000 square feet.